In the quietest house on Sunnybrook Lane lived Lily, a girl who loved perfectly sharpened pencils, alphabetized books, and socks that always matched. Her world was neat, tidy, and predictable. Next door, in the loudest, most colorful house, lived Maya. Maya's socks never matched. Her hair was a collection of twigs and glitter, and her world was a grand, unpredictable adventure. Lily watched Maya from her window, convinced they had absolutely nothing in common. Maya saw Lily's perfectly organized room and thought it looked like a museum for boring things. One sunny Tuesday, a disaster of epic proportions struck. Lily's prized possession, a tiny, handcrafted glass bird named Pip, vanished from her windowsill. She searched under her bed, inside her drawers, and even in the crisper of the refrigerator, nothing. Just as despair set in, she saw a flash of blue in Maya's backyard. It was Pip, perched precariously on the head of a grumpy-looking garden gnome. But this gnome wasn't just any gnome. It was Bartholomew, the notoriously ill-tempered king of the neighborhood gnomes, and he was guarding the entrance to a mysterious, overgrown part of Maya's yard, known only as the Whispering Woods. Lily knew she couldn't face Bartholomew alone. Taking a deep breath, she marched next door. Maya answered, a paintbrush tucked behind her ear. "My bird," Lily stammered, pointing. "He's been numnapped." Maya's eyes lit up. "Numnapped? That's brilliant. This is a quest, a rescue mission of the highest order." Before Lily could protest, Maya had produced 2 capes made from old towels and a hand-drawn map of her backyard. "Operation Rescue Pip is a go," she declared. Their first obstacle was the gurgling gulch, which was actually just a very active sprinkler system. Lily, the planner, started calculating spray patterns and timing. Maya, the adventurer, just yelled, "Charge!" and ran straight through, getting completely soaked. Lily sighed, then followed, shielding her face with the map, which quickly turned to mush. Soaking wet but united, they reached the edge of the Whispering Woods. It was a tangle of twisty branches and shadowy bushes. According to gnome lore, Maya whispered dramatically, "Bartholomew only leaves his post for one thing, a triple-decker, mudberry pie." Lily looked horrified. "Mudberry? What's a mudberry?" Maya grinned, pointing to a bush with strange, lumpy berries. These, mixed with premium-grade dirt and a splash of puddle water. With Lily's precise measuring skills and Maya's expert mud-mixing technique, they crafted a pie so disgustingly perfect that even the worms looked impressed. They crept toward the gnome and placed the pie a few feet away. Bartholomew's stone nose twitched. He waddled over, snatched the pie, and disappeared into a bush with a happy grunt. The path was clear. They tiptoed past the empty post and snatched Pip's success. But as they turned to leave, a low growl echoed from the bushes. Out slunk a fluffy, formidable creature, Mrs. Higgins' cat, a giant ball of fur named General Fluffington, who guarded the Whispering Woods like his personal kingdom. General Fluffington hissed, blocking their only exit. "Plan B," Maya yelled, pulling a sparkly ribbon from her pocket. She dangled it, wiggling it back and forth. The general's eyes widened, his hunter instinct kicking in. He pounced, batting at the ribbon. While Maya kept the mighty beast distracted, Lily saw their chance. She spotted a low-hanging branch on the other side of the yard. "Maya, the tree," she shouted. Together, they scrambled up the sturdy oak tree, climbing higher and higher until they were perched on a thick branch overlooking both their yards. Below, General Fluffington was tangled in the sparkly ribbon, purring loudly. They had outsmarted him. From their perch, the world looked different. Lily's neat yard and Maya's wild one didn't seem so far apart. They were just 2 parts of the same, big, wonderful world. They sat there for a while, Pip safe in Lily's hands, catching their breath and giggling. Sliding down the tree, they landed softly in Lily's yard. "That," said Maya, brushing leaves from her hair, "was the best adventure ever." Lily clutched Pip and looked at Maya, her mismatched socks and her sparkly messy hair. She looked at her own perfectly neat clothes, now covered in mud and grass stains, and she smiled. "It really was," Lily agreed. "Thank you, Maya. Anytime, partner," Maya said with a salute. From that day on, Sunnybrook Lane was a little different. Sometimes, you could see a splash of paint on Lily's pristine window, and sometimes, you could see a very neatly organized stack of adventure supplies in Maya's chaotic fort. They were still as different as could be, one a planner, one a whirlwind, but they learned that with a little bit of Lily's logic and a whole lot of Maya's imagination, there was no problem they couldn't solve, no gnome they couldn't trick, and no adventure they couldn't conquer. They were Lily and Maya, the best and most unlikely of friends. and their story was just beginning. Thanks for watching our adventure. Don't forget to follow for more fun stories.